When the virus broke out, most people all over the world were confused by the virus, while some people know this virus very well. It seems that they knew the virus would break out, prepared for it long ago, and hoped to get huge benefits from it. This is the correct way of thinking for us to find out the truth of viruses, distinguish who are good people and who are bad people. We can see from the reaction of the Chinese Communist Party that they knew the virus in advance, and they maliciously launched a biological war against mankind. We can know this through the following facts. The CCP has an antidote. After the Chinese Ministry of Health official Wang Guangfa went to Wuhan on January 8, 2020, he declared that the virus was preventable and controllable. In fact, the Chinese government has indeed controlled and treated this virus effectively. Now China is the country with the best virus control. After March 2020, almost no local viruses in all parts of China, including Wuhan. Most people go shopping without wearing masks. The recent outbreak of the virus in China is due to increased transmission of the virus and a number of other factors. Wang Guangfa contracted the Wuhan virus after he went to Wuhan on January 8, 2020, but was treated for 1 day and no longer had a fever. He knew exactly what medicine to use to treat this virus. On January 8, 2020, the virus has not broke out in other countries. Many countries have no idea what the Wuhan virus looks like, but the Chinese Communist Party has got the treatment method and totally knows what medicines can be used to prevent and treat the virus. From this, I believe the Chinese Communist Party is the biggest suspect and virus creator. Because this kind of information is only available to virus creators. Xi Jinping held a meeting on January 25, 2020, and declared that traditional Chinese medicine treatment plan should be used to treat the Wuhan virus. In the following 2 months or so, the Chinese government announced that they have basically eliminated the Wuhan virus disaster. Xi Jinping knew exactly what medicine can be used to treat the Wuhan virus. They did not waste a second and eliminated the virus crisis in Wuhan at the first instance. We all know that the virus broke out first in Wuhan, but what Westerners don't know is that Wuhan will be completely free of the virus after 2 months. Because the CCP has antidotes. They helped more than 70,000 people get rid of the virus with traditional Chinese medicine antidote within 2 months. And then Xi Jinping asked Wuhan citizens to thank the Chinese Communist Party and Xi Jinping for giving them antidotes and lifting the virus crisis in Wuhan. That's why the CCP banned Wuhan's airplanes from flying anywhere in China, but let Wuhan's airplanes flying to all over the world to spread the virus. The CCP maliciously spread the Wuhan virus to the world. The purpose of the CCP to silence Dr. Li Wenliang is to destroy the evidence and confuse the world about the human-to-human transmission of the virus so that the CCP can let the airplanes in Wuhan continue to spread the virus all over the world. The CCP ordered the destruction of all virus samples nationwide on January 3, 2020. And closed the P3 laboratory in Shanghai because they uploaded the virus genetic code. This means that the CCP has created the virus and destroyed the evidence because the first samples are most likely to find the source of the virus. The Chinese Communist Party claimed that the Wuhan virus came from the Huanan seafood wholesale market, but on March 3, 2020, the Chinese Communist Party thoroughly disinfected the market without any investigation, which was also an act of destroying evidence. At the end of January 2020, the CCP cut off flights to Wuhan, arrested all Wuhan people in other provinces and cities, and in some places cut off roads and welded off the doors of those who lived in isolation. The Chinese Communist Party is well aware that the Wuhan virus is a biological weapon, but they let airplanes carry the virus to fly all over the world to spread the virus. When some countries cut off airplanes with China, the CCP threatened trade, so that airplanes can continuously spread the virus to the whole world. The Chinese Communist Party looks Wuhan virus as a biological weapon to protect themselves, but at the same time, they spread the virus all over the world by various means. It is an act of war. The CCP uses the Wuhan virus to get the benefit. On June 15, 2020, 20 Indian soldiers were killed by beating their heads with iron bars welded with nails on the Sino-Indian border, and then the Indian military fought back and killed 40 Chinese soldiers. Why did Xi Jinping kill 20 Indian soldiers? A very cruel and barbaric means at this time. This is contrary to China's consistent policy of keeping a low profile. Because she thinks he has taken control of the world with the virus, she can do whatever he wants. On the other hand, Xi Jinping's government refused to acknowledge the existence of the 40 dead Chinese soldiers. It seems that nothing happened. Those soldiers were not treated with respect at all. Xi Jinping and the CCP have betrayed the Chinese people. They are the enemies of the Chinese people. On June 30, 2020, the Communist Party of China passed the National Security Law of Hong Kong, which completely tore up the Sino-British Joint Declaration, and Xi Jinping completely controlled Hong Kong. Why did she occupy Hong Kong at this time? Also, because of the Wuhan virus. Because she believed that he has taken control of the world with the virus, she can do whatever he wants. No one will care about what he did to Hong Kong. Xi Jinping is preparing to attack Taiwan recently, and Putin is also preparing to attack Ukraine. This is a conspiracy for Xi and Putin to use the virus to gain benefits.